Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the UK and Ireland Kaizen Awards 2025. We are so thrilled to have you with us as we celebrate the incredible spirit of continuous improvement and operational excellence. The Kaizen Awards recognize organizations and individuals who have gone above and beyond to make meaningful, measurable, and lasting improvements. This year's edition is especially exciting as we continue to see the Kaizen mindset driving impact across diverse industries, from healthcare and retail to manufacturing in different sectors and logistics. What makes today even more remarkable is that one of the winners announced will be invited to represent the UK and Ireland at the Kaizen Global Awards, joining an elite group of international champions, including past global winners like Shell and Coca-Cola and others. Over the next hour, we'll introduce you to outstanding finalists across 4 inspiring categories and announce the winners. So, let's get started with a celebration of excellence, impact, and the Kaizen mindset.
Hi, my name is Chris Scott, and I'm a Senior Project Leader at Kaizen Institute UK. So, to kick off the awards categories, we're honouring organisations that have achieved outstanding advancements in logistics and supply chain performance. So these are teams that have redefined efficiency and company culture through optimised workflows, reduced lead times, cost savings, and elevated service levels. Their work directly contributes to greater customer satisfaction and operational success. I'd like to take a moment to recognise all of the finalists who have demonstrated exceptional improvement in this vital area of business. And the winner of the Supply Chain Excellence Award is Phoenix Healthcare Birmingham. Congratulations to everyone at Phoenix Healthcare Birmingham.
Hello there, my name is Carl Murray. I'm the National Lean Manager for Phoenix, and previously I was Depot Manager at our Birmingham site. I wish to say thank you very much to the Kaizen Institute for the award of Supply Chain Excellence at the 2025 Awards. It's extremely gratifying for myself and the team for us to receive this award. This award is recognition for the whole team at Birmingham. I'd like to call out all of the team that were engaged in the projects that we managed through to provide improvement to the site. We recorded 16% productivity improvement year on year, and that's testimony to the hard work of Chris, of Lucas, of Dan, of Eddie, of Ricardo, of Darren, of Adam, and everybody at Birmingham. Too many names to mention, particularly the shop floor colleagues that really embraced the changes that we were seeking to make. I'd also like to thank and recognise support at senior level from Richard Tunnicliffe, our Chief Operations Officer, and also to Scott Curry, Group Operations and Logistics Director. At Birmingham Depot, this is just the start. We see this as recognition of the start of our journey and the course that we're taking. However, our aspiration is to continue our improvement, both in terms of output with productivity and quality to service to customer, but also in cultural development and in embedding lean in everything that we do. This award is testimony to the commitment of Phoenix UK in embracing lean and making it part and at the heart of everything that we do.
My name is James Stevenson. I'm a principal consultant at Kaizen Institute UK and Ireland, and I'm delighted to join today to share some of our Kaizen Award winners for 2025. Next, we celebrate the individuals behind the transformation, those who breathe life into Kaizen every day. The Kaizen Ambassador Award honours a person who embodies the spirit of continuous improvement and champions it across their organisation. This individual leads by example, drives cultural change and inspires innovation, growth and sustainability. And the winner of the Kaizen Ambassador Award 2025 is Chris Finlay from United Drug Ireland.
Hi, my name is Chris Finlay. I work for United Drug here in Dublin as part of the continuous improvement team. Over the past 7 or 8 months or so, we've been working closely with the Kaizen Institute, looking at all aspects of what we do here at United Drug, which is basically we take in all the drugs, we buy them from the manufacturers and the big suppliers. We would then redistribute them to all pharmacies, hospitals and other similar businesses right throughout the whole enterprise of Ireland. So, like I said, about 7 months ago or so, we had our first VSA with Kaizen Institute, and in that VSA we basically looked at all the different aspects of our business. We broke it down into the various processes where we would look at how we would pick stuff, how we would get stuff into the machines, and we basically looked at all the waste, the overproduction, the overprocessing that was involved, and we compared the value-added steps to the non-value-added steps. And on that base, then we selected eight projects out of probably about 20 projects that were actually highlighted at the time. And from there, in separate teams, we've been working on improving the efficiencies and the productivity of our wholesale operations. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank the Kaizen Institute for selecting me as the Kaizen Ambassador for 2025. It isn't something that I actually knew was coming or I expected, but I think coming from an organisation such as the Kaizen Institute, this one really does kind of mean something. And once again, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I would also just like to thank a real special thanks to Anya, to Lachlan, and also James for basically coming in and taking us under the wing and guiding us and sending us and giving us the tools and the actual mentorship that allowed us the confidence to go down to the warehouse, to look at where we need to improve and to work with other members of our actual warehouse to actually make these improvements possible. Obviously, we came up with plenty of challenges along the way. There was a big change to the actual culture of the building, but having the strong tools behind us, the strong methodology, and also being able to see the changes actually take shape and put them into practice and watch them actually work and see the actual overall improvements this is actually made to our warehouse, which in just the last 6 months alone we've seen a 14% increase on our overall output throughout the warehouse. So we're just about 6 months in to our first wave of projects, which means that our first phase 1, is actually just about finished. So our first 8 projects, we've seen the success, and also over the last 6 months or so. Initially, it was just our actual Dublin depot came on board, but one thing we've also brought in our Ballina and Limerick depots to this project over the course of the past few months, which has also helped us learn from them and them from us. And there's certainly a much more increased collaboration, comparing notes, comparing successes and also failures. So this has also brought us together nationwide. I would just so going forward from a Dublin point of view, we're about to start our phase 2, and we know even phase 2 there might be some more after that. Going by the success that we've had so far, and I know this also extends to the other depots, going from the success that we've had so far, we are confident and also quite I'm excited about what our actual next eight projects are going to be and where this is going to bring us. So, we after our initial VSA, we were set our targets of what we thought that we might be able to achieve. I think we're confident that we can actually beat those targets. So God knows where this is all going to end up, but we're confident and excited that by the time we're finished our journey with Kaizen Institute, that Dublin, Ballina and Limerick depots for United Drug Wholesale will be in a very, very good place and to be much more leaner, positive place to work. And personally, I would just once again take this opportunity to thank Kaizen Institute. So for me personally, working in an actual role of continuous improvement, to see the team from the Kaizen Institute come here and actually there, to be exposed to their methodologies and how they do stuff and the basic broken down approach. One thing that's always out in mind is to actually work smarter and not harder, which is something that we were told the initial. And this has kind of become one of the actual mantras that we're working from here now, and it's obviously filtering down to the rest of the staff in the warehouse. And I think as a team as a whole, I feel that we could pretty much look at anything now and using what we've learned, take it into any process and make that process better. And personally, it's given me the confidence to be able to go down to the warehouse floor and suggest changes, listen to what people have to say, but also give positive feedback of where we think this can go. So once again, from a personal point of view, I'd really like to thank Kaizen Institute for everything that I've learned over the past 6 months. And once again, thanks again for taking the time to give me this award. I'm very flattered and I really appreciate it. And I hope to continue to be a good ambassador going forward for Kaizen Institute. I would also really like to thank my own team here, because obviously this has been a real team effort. To come in and have the changes made that were changed is a big difference for us. So just a big thanks to Alan, Rajesh, Alia, Anto, Lisa, Paul, Bruno, Ed, and John. Sorry if I've forgotten anybody. Thanks again for all your help and for putting up with me over the last 6-7 months. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day.
Moving on to the next award. In an ever-evolving business landscape, operational excellence is no longer optional, it's essential. So this award recognises organisations that have achieved enhanced productivity, quality and cost efficiency while navigating complex markets and high customer demand. This business has demonstrated the power of streamlined processes, reduced waste and a strong commitment to continuous improvement. So the winner of the Operational Excellence Award is Silent Night. Congratulations to all of the Silent Night team.
We started working with the Kaizen Institute around 18 months ago now. So I'd just like to start by thanking Francisco, Guillermo and Lachlan for all of their support during that period. It gives me an enormous sense of pride to accept this award for operational excellence on behalf of the team at Silent Night Beds. I'd also like to thank everyone who's been involved in that process. So whatever we are talking about, whether it is the strategic deployment side, whether it is the series of targeted Kaizen events, or whether it is the iterative process, the day-to-day process of daily Kaizen, we can see the results of everyone's efforts. And that is not just the aesthetics or the improved housekeeping or the tidier environment, or even the various KPIs that we all use to measure ourselves on a daily, weekly and monthly basis. But more importantly, this is also backed up by the P&L. So we can see this in the numbers, and that's the really important part that gives this process real credibility. I mean, we've seen significant gains across our operational efficiency, We've seen reductions in our cost of goods sold, and we've seen much better control of our inventory during our planning cycle, particularly during those spiky seasonal periods. We've also delivered a much cleaner, safer and more structured working environment that has also then freed up space for future growth and future available capacity. The approach was really multifunctional, so I'd just like to call out a couple of those, or a few of those functional initiative leaders. So you guys know who you are, so huge thanks to Colin, to Nick, to Hayley, to Jane, to Nigel and to Dwayne for really driving those initiatives and driving those results through. Also like to thank Jordan for setting up all those sessions, for keeping us all on track, and for also keeping us honest and focused during some of those heated mission control sessions. That said, I think we all know that it is really the teams and the individuals that make these projects and these processes a success. And it is definitely those individuals in those teams that make these projects sustainable. So we have over 500 people working across our operational facility at Silent Night. And these processes have touched almost every single one of those people. It's a huge part of our success story. It's something that we're really proud of. It's something that we want to continue doing and continue learning. Finally, I think it's worth adding and sharing that this process isn't easy. This isn't an easy thing to do. Change is always difficult and very challenging. It's also never done. It's never complete. There's always another challenge. There's always something we can do better. There's always another problem to solve. So the job is never done. Finally, I'd just like to thank Tracy, who's our CEO, for all of her support during this process. It's genuine real belief, genuine enthusiasm, tenacity, and we've seen some real tangible investment as well during that time. So on behalf of everyone at Silent Night Beds, I'd just like to say a huge thank you. We're all really grateful and we really appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Retail is fast-paced, customer-driven and constantly evolving, and today we recognise the teams that are leading the way. The Retail Excellence Award celebrates organisations that have reimagined the customer experience through continuous improvement. These finalists have demonstrated exceptional results in service delivery, team engagement and operational performance, while staying agile and in an ever-changing market. Their efforts to highlight how Kaizen can drive value at every touchpoint from the shop floor to the supply chain. And the winner of the Retail Excellence Award category is Phoenix Retail.
Hi, so I'm Riz Ali, Head of Retail Pharmacy, working for Roland's Pharmacy in the UK. 12 months ago this month, we started our lean journey in retail. I remember sitting around the boardroom with key members of the senior leadership team, thinking about how we'd come up with a solution to the challenges we faced across retail at the time. Sitting here today, it's amazing to be in a position where our branches have fully embraced our vision and the positive impact it's seen across the business. I'm delighted to see that the hard work we've had in the past year has been recognised with this award. Receiving the Retail Excellence Award isn't just a validation of the hard work and commitment by everyone involved, but it's testament to the collaborative culture we have within Roland's and how we as a business execute positive change within our organisation. None of what has been achieved in retail would be possible without the continuous commitment from the board, all members of the senior leadership team, alongside key departments and in the business who have worked tirelessly to plan and deliver lean in retail. A special mention to Alam Kassam, who is our lean project lead, the lean implementation team, who have been out there implementing lean in pharmacies, Louise Searwald, a pharmacy process manager, pharmacy support and the services team alongside the SRS. So the award is recognition for the impact lean has had in retail, but also for the commitment of our pharmacy teams to adopt the changing culture and continuous improvement supported by Kaizen. It's for looking at adopting a positive change in line with the ever-changing landscape in community pharmacy. For Roland's, this is just the start of our journey. What we have produced, tried and tested, sets the foundations for our pharmacy teams. It creates capacity and demonstrates an ambition to grow our business. But this doesn't end here. Embracing the Kaizen pillars of continuous improvement, we'll look to build on these foundations and develop our business going forward. Finally, thank you for the recognition on behalf of Roland's Pharmacy. It's great to be recognised for the hard work and commitment over the past year.
Productivity Excellence Award recognises organisations that have significantly enhanced performance by eliminating waste, streamlining operations and maximising value creation. These finalists have applied the principles of continuous improvement to increase efficiency, empower teams, and deliver measurable benefits for their businesses. Their efforts remind us that productivity isn't just a metric, it's a mindset rooted in discipline, innovation, and a relentless drive to improve. The winner of the Productivity Excellence Award is Vitacress.
I'm Helen Bugden, Head of Operations at Vitacress Salads. At Vitacress, we take great pride in being one of Europe's leading suppliers of watercress, leafy salads, spinach, and fresh herbs, grown from our farms in UK, Portugal, and Spain. We work together to produce fresh, leafy salads and herbs all year round. At Vitacress Salads near Andover, where I'm based, we receive raw salad materials, wash them in fresh spring water, and pack them into bags or bowls for several of the top supermarkets in the UK. Kaizen journey started about 2 years ago, at which time we were producing around 15 salad bags per minute, or 15 BPM. And if orders increased, we went into overdrive mode. Then came the challenge. We needed to hit 18 bags per minute by the end of the year. We had done this on odd occasions, but not consistently. My word, this is going to be fun, or similar words to that effect were uttered by a number of the team. So here I am today, filled with immense pride, because I'm not talking about our journey to 18 bags per minute, but our journey to 28 bags per minute, with some shifts achieving over 30 bags per minute. To be recognised for this achievement, the Productivity Excellence Award is testament to the calibre and skills of our people. It is something that all our employees have contributed to. It is about the Gemba, where the work actually happens and adds value. The CI and training team that have led the Kaizen projects is a newly formed team who had limited experience in the Kaizen methodology. So the task initially looked really daunting, but they were up for the challenge and confident in following the processes. After endless hours of data capture and analysis, the changes were implemented gradually, ensuring we engaged with everyone at all stages of the process. A special mention to Maddie, who I believe is filled with those special batteries, as she appears to have endless energy and drive and always willing to go that extra step. As I said earlier, this Productivity Excellence Award is not only the team that led the improvement, it's about the entire Vitacress Salads family. 440 people over 25 different languages can be challenging when you are implementing a transformational program. However, for us, this diversity proved to be a strength. Everyone played a significant part in getting from where we were to where we are today. And the momentum continues. I'm delighted to share our highlight. We've just delivered 2 million units to our customers in 1 week. This is the first time since 2012 and averaging over the 28 bags per minute. We can innovate, we can put processes in place, provide training, but without our employees embracing the change, we would not have achieved the outstanding results we have. This was one of our main drivers for implementing our visual management Gemba boards to ensure the changes we implemented were sustained by the production teams. So publicly, I would like to say thank you to everyone at Vitacress Salads. This award shows to the UK and Ireland that you have achieved. So what's next? More of the same. We need to target 30 bags per minute consistently, and this is achievable with the right volumes to support and maintain the focus on our other Kaizen projects that we are running. This project created a solid foundation of continuous improvement from which we can further build on. In the words of carpenters, that's, if anybody can remember, we've only just begun. I'm really honoured to accept the award in productivity excellence on behalf of Vitacrest Salads and every single member of our team who made this possible. Thank you.
What an incredible showcase of dedication, innovation, and transformation. Congratulations once again to all our finalists and to the winners of the 2025 UK and Ireland Kaizen Awards. Your work truly reflects the spirit of continuous improvement. To everyone watching, thank you for being part of this journey. We hope today's ceremony leaves you feeling inspired to keep pushing boundaries, challenging norms, and driving change, one improvement at a time. We hope that now all of you want to learn more about any of the winning projects or get involved with the Kaizen community. Until next time, keep improving, keep challenging, and keep leading. Thank you, and see you at the next Kaizen Awards.